Wow, this is the perfect map for this video. Alright guys, so this is Aaron from Sound Resolution, and we are playing Call of Duty Black Ops 2 on the Xbox 360 today. And we are talking about, I'd say the overall decline in the quality of the map design of Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 3. And the game I'm going to compare them to, as a contrast of good map design, is World at War. I believe World at War, let's cover the good things that it did and the bad things that this game does later. So, the good things that World at War did is they kept the engagement length there's a high variety of the engagement length. You could see guys way across the map that you couldn't even shoot. You could see guys that were long, but you could still shoot. You could see guys point blank in certain areas. They did a very good job of mixing up the game and giving SMGs their purpose, good at giving bolt-action rifles their purpose, and good at giving LMGs and the like their purpose. Probably the only class that was really useless was probably the shotgun class in that game. But I don't think that really hurt it at all. Whereas when you compare it to this game and Modern Warfare 3, I feel like I'm meeting people at the exact same distance every single time. I know what to expect. The best thing to have is an SMG or an assault rifle just because of how they perform. And I don't feel like I'm really meeting anybody outside of 15 to 25 feet, really. It's sort of how I feel about it. And, I definitely like to hear what you guys feel like. If, maybe your different play styles affect that differently. But I feel like once the skill level and the pace increase in a Call of Duty match, the game really tends to become infuriating, not fun. It really comes down to who can spawn kill and trap the other team the most. The spawning is not good, and that is because of the map design, really. There's nowhere to really put people. So I'd say that is a huge problem that's sort of plaguing Call of Duty right now. But when you look at World at War maps like CeeLo, or even I believe it was called Dome, and they were two very different maps that highlighted very different styles of play and were just very fun. And you don't see. There was this article on Gamasutra today, a very interesting article that described how developers go about designing a map, and they really take a play style or sort of a type of map, or really long range, a really long range kind of map, or a short range kind of map, or a frenetic map, or a slow paced map, and they do things to highlight those play styles in every single map. So they make this map like, this is the map you want to use an SMG on, or this is the map where an assault rifle is preferable, or they do those things, and oh boy. And I think it was really, really fun to see those things personally. Darn. And so you don't see that in this game. I think that's why Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 3 have a hard time with their longevity, and the fact that people can't play them for very long without getting infuriating is the gameplay doesn't change. It's quick pull-up encounters every single time from about that 10 to 30 foot range. It doesn't feel really like there's any sort of feel to a map. It's too clogged. It doesn't feel right for a 6v6 match, which is the standard sort of team size. And you can play smaller team sizes, and the game does play a lot better. But when we're talking about every single game mode, it's 6v6, and that's what we're all playing. And it's not a fun design, in my opinion. And I think it really suffers from it being just repetitive and not fun, and it kind of boils the game down to using certain weapons, so then there's also less reason to try different tactics and do other things. And so the higher the skill level is, the less the game is fun. And I think that's the exact opposite of a multiplayer game. It should be getting more fun, and you should want to try more things, and the game should be opening up, and you should be learning about it as you go, about how it works. And to be honest, it seems like every single Call of Duty you can crack how it really works in about 10 minutes, which I guess is its appeal to the casual market. But for the hardcore market, it's just not a fun experience anymore. So I just think the map types and the map size, they're not creative. You don't see a lot of different ideas being put forth. And I think this map is a perfect example. It's just not a good map. It's it's so chaotic, and it's so hard to play an objective type game mode or a TDM, and you know, definitely not a free-for-all match. A free-for-all match on this map is just, it almost doesn't really feel like, you know, I can live for longer than a second. I think it's funny considering the dev team was talking about this, you know, 5 seconds of before you should see anybody, and that's sort of their philosophy, and that's, you know, pretty funny because that may work if you're talking about people who don't play the game a lot, but really the people that are watching those videos before the game comes out are mostly people who play Call of Duty and understand it thoroughly. So it's just kind of funny to see that that's just what's happened to the game. And I hope the map design is significantly better, and it can help sort of free up the game and add a lot more depth about what what weapons you use and what tactics you use. So if you guys thought that, you know, there's any validity or anything interesting about my argument, definitely drop a like and subscribe and join the conversation. That's what we're here to do. We're here to discuss games as well as enjoy and play them. That was not even a very good round by me. I died a ton in the first half of that game. But we won, and I guess that's the important part. I'll take it. So I hope to see you guys next time on my next video, which will hopefully be dropping tomorrow, and we will be talking about the community of the Call of Duty and how it has affected Call of Duty as well. So, alright, I will see you guys next time.